I didn't want to touch on this. I mean, I just didn't. But Shannon Sharpe, well-known podcaster, well-known TV, sports personality, ESPN and the likes, is in the news for alleged sexual assault, the R word. We know what the word is, but I ain't gonna say it here. But we got some accusations about him doing that. What, last year, earlier this year? It's like the same old song. Before I get into what my thoughts is on this topic and whether I believe it or don't believe it, we're going to get into what's alleged that he did. Just a summary, because I don't want to spend too much time on this video. I felt as though I had to touch on it because it's everywhere at this point. It's everywhere. I mean, they're even talking about it on the radio at this point, so it's like, wow. The alleged victim is a Jane Doe, meaning she's anonymous for now. And I'm pretty sure she's going to stay anonymous unless this go to court, or if it go to court. So she's a Jane Doe, somewhere in her early 20s. She claimed they met when she was 20 and he was in his 50s or whatever the case may be. But she's saying in 2023. So if they met in 2023, she's in her early 20s. No matter if she's 23, 22, whatever the case may be, right? So she's saying they met somewhere in Nevada. I believe she said at a gym. And they got to talking. First of all, my thing is, why? I'm not gonna get into that till we get everything out. She claimed that he pretty much not stalked her, but was, they exchanged numbers and he would hit her up, pretty much begging her to come visit him at his $1 million mansion out in Beverly Hills or wherever he was staying. I'm pretty sure somewhere in California. She went on to say he was abusive and allegedly. All this is alleged, okay? I don't know nothing, and I'm sure nobody else know anything besides him and her. But I just want to preface that because when you say things on here, people take it for face value, and it's like all this is alleged. So she claiming it was abusive, and it was she said they did have consensual sex, I believe, allegedly consensual sex at first, and then it turned into the whole, as the relationship, I guess, transpired, it would be times, I guess, she didn't want to, and it was sexual assault, the R word. I don't know. There's a lot of vague detail in this, which is definitely like kind of questionable. But to sum it up, yeah, a 20-something-year-old young woman. We don't know her ethnicity. We don't know whether what her race is. We really don't know her actual age. I'm saying early 20s because she said she was 20 when she met him, and that was 2 years ago. So you're somewhere in your early 20s. We don't know nothing about this woman, her occupation, where she's from, none of that. All we know is she's accusing this man, this multi-millionaire, of sexual assault. And it's real, and it's happening. She got a lawyer. What's the boy name? The boy that worked on the Diddy and the Jay-Z stuff. He's on this. He's on this joint. I mean, you can't make this up. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank with his name. They were saying his name earlier. Tony Bush, something like that. But y'all know he's a well-documented lawyer in cases like this. Now, here's the deal. Is I'm gonna say this a money grab? More than likely. More than likely. Is I'm gonna say he's not. There's no way he could possibly do something like this? No, I'm not going to say that. Do I believe he did it? No. But it's more on the lines that I don't want to believe he did it, because that's one of the worst things you can do or be. In my eyes, I'm not gonna say everybody feel like. In my eyes, that's one of the worst things you could do, is take something from somebody and take that something from somebody. There's nothing worse besides probably messing with little kids. That's the only thing that could be worse than that, if I'm being real. So I don't want to believe that Shannon Sharpe did nothing like that. Is I'm a big Shannon Sharpe fan? No. Is I'm a Shannon Sharpe hater? No. I'm neutral about Shannon Sharpe. There's things I like about him, there's things I don't like so much about him. The things I don't like about him is more like frivolous things, if we being real. I don't like that his clothes is super, super tight. I don't like the fact that he wearing a pocketbook as an accessory with his outfits or what have you. That's frivolous things that I just have a problem with. I don't have nothing personal against Shannon Sharpe. I mean, for obvious reasons, I don't know the man. But everybody got an opinion about people, whether they know him or not. I do think he's a hell of an entertainer. He a hell of a podcaster. He do good on ESPN. He's very entertaining. He just is. That's why he's getting. That's another thing. It was reported like maybe a few days ago. I think it was Friday or Saturday that his contract with Volume that does his I believe they do Club Shay Shay, not Nightcap. I believe it's Club Shay Shay. His big baby. That's his baby. The contract was about to expire. He's going to sign, or he already signed. I'm not sure. I'm not that in tune with it, but $100 million deal. So you got that comes out one day, and then 48 hours later, or not even 48 hours later, this come out. I'm just saying, how convenient. How fucking convenient. Now, I don't know if the women lie. I know women do lie a lot, and I know women do lie about stuff like that. We seen it. We seen it. But I don't know. I don't want to believe it. Shannon Sharpe is kind of sketchy as far as the whole IG live thing. I don't even know how to go live on IG. I don't have IG. But I'm pretty sure you got to do more than drop a phone and it make you go live. And that's neither here nor there. That has nothing to do with this story. This story is way more serious than that. But I just find it funny that it's like he like being noticed. He like being recognized. Because for somebody to say that, oh, I went live by mistake, I dropped the phone and it recorded me having consensual sex with this woman. Nah, bro. I don't even have Instagram, and I know that I'm pretty sure there's a few phases that you got to do before you go live. I don't think it's just one little stroke or one little swipe. You have to, I don't know. So I found that was like, that raised my eyebrow a little bit. And then if we being real, going back to his days at CBS before he became real popular, because he always been like, people think Shannon Sharpe just fell out of the sky and became this podcaster. The man played in the league for over a decade. I mean, he's been successful. People forget. It seemed like some people forget that, but it seemed like he liked the eye on him when the whole IG thing. And then, like I said, when he was at CBS doing broadcasting, he got into a situation there where, what was it? He had a restraining order on him. He had to do a leave of absence. I ain't forget about that now. Not saying just because of that happened, he did this. I don't know. Like I said, in my heart of hearts, I don't think he did this shit. But is it possible? Yes. I mean, it's possible for anything now. I mean, don't nothing surprise me no more if I'm being real. But I just don't want to believe it. And that goes to show these guys, y'all got to control yourselves. This man is fuck the $100 million deal. He's a multi-millionaire, whether he signed that deal or not. Successful. And he going through these problems with women. Y'all have to control y'all. First of all, the alleged story about that she told about him pretty much begging her to come over. What is that? It was alleged. She, in her little story that she's giving, I guess, the lawyers or whatever, She put in there that he was begging her to come spend time with him at his $1 million mansion. I don't understand where these men, like, if he guilty of something, he guilty of being a motherfucking simp. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, Shannon Sharpe not the most, if I'm being honest, not the most attractive guy in the bunch, if we being real. And I'm not saying no Diddy or Pauls and none of that. I'm too old for that. But he's not the most attractive guy in the world. Cool. You successful. You got resources. You talented. You got money. Why are you begging any woman? Not saying that should be the end all be all, because that just show how women are. But I'm just saying, we know what we know what this is. We know like how the world go around. First of all, women don't even, we talked about this, women don't even care about looks. Do they like men that look attractive? Yeah, they'll take an attractive guy. But we all know women go for mediocre to below average looking men that got swag, charisma, and money. That's what they go for. And that's you. That's you, Shannon. You check off all those boxes. You're unattractive. You have your little swag, your little, you know what I mean? You definitely got charisma on screen, off of screen. And that money one should be checked twice. So what is you doing begging somebody to come chill with you at your mansion? What do that even sound like? If it's true, I'm saying it's all alleged. But I can believe that part of it because I see other successful men simping and begging women for, for attention and affection and all that shit. Man, let me be a multimillionaire. I'm like that now with no money. I ain't gonna say no money, but y'all know what I mean. I'm not no millionaire. I'm like that now. Let me be a millionaire and I'm on TV every day. I'm this, I'm that. Podcast out the fucking wazoo. I'm begging you to come chill with me in my mansion. Yeah, please come over. Please. No, if anything, she's begging me to come over, to chill with me. I don't understand. So that part of the story is like, all right, whether it's true or not. Overall, like I said, do I think it's true? No, because we've seen this story before. How convenient you file this civil suit against this man right after he about to ink a deal for $100 million. How convenient is it that you got the same lawyer that did all this stuff with the Jay-Z and Diddy stuff? I ain't even gonna put really Diddy in the Jay-Z thing that we found that we pretty much know wasn't true. Now, I'm not taking the woman's side or the man's or Shannon's side. What I'm saying is we see what's in front of us. We see what's in front of us. And I take people for who they are and what they are. Is women capable of making allegations of such strong nature and demeaning and just crazy? Yes, they are. I'm not saying this woman doing that. I'm just saying overall, yes. I'm not out here saying, oh my God, like, she got to be telling the truth because she wouldn't. No, women do that shit all the time. They do it in the real world to regular guys that don't have no money in their pocket. So, it's one of them things. It's one of them things. All I'm going to say is, hopefully it come out that, I ain't even going to say the man should talk or not. I don't know what he should do. Obviously, he got to get his lawyer and get that figured out. But, I mean, bro, you got to be on TV just about you in the limelight every day. So ain't no falling back from this one. My advice to not Shannon, I mean, that man's a successful whatever. I'm not giving Shannon Sharpe no advice. My advice to men out there is watch how you carry it. Whether you successful or not. Because if this shit can happen to him, it can happen to any one of us. And like I said, this man could be guilty. So I'm not saying boo-hoo, oh my God, Shannon's a victim. I don't know. Nobody knows yet. But what I'm saying, if it's not true, shit like this happens every day. And y'all just got to stop thinking with y'all dicks and think when somebody in front of you, you got to know what type time it is. You got to know how to maneuver around that type of shit. Because to be that pressed over some pussy, over some companionship, and we all been there. I'm a guy too. I have feelings, right? But I'm not letting nobody in my personal space that, first of all, I don't know like that. I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't even know you like that. I don't even want you at my mansion. We about to go get a telly or something. And you gonna sign this joint, and it ain't gonna be all that funny shit. And it's like, keep it moving. Not telling men to be dogs and fuck women and leave them alone. I'm just saying, if you in the status of like a Shannon Sharpe, first of all, what you want, a relationship with this girl that's 35 years younger than you? I'm trying to figure out what was he going for. Because I get, maybe, oh, damn, the dick suck was so good. I need more. The pussy was so good. I don't know. And I get that. But we got to start thinking with our big head, not our small head. Because it's happening too much. It's happening too much at this point. Not just on successful levels. It happens all the time. These guys be thirsty. And it's like, at what point do you say, no, I don't need all that? Or rock out with what you know. Y'all going out here chasing this strange ass, and these bitches got strange motives. They got strange, you don't know. I met her at the gym. I can hear him now. I met her at the gym, and she younger. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that, man. I'm gonna hit that. Bro, like, and like I said, it's all alleged. I believe he didn't do it. I want to believe he didn't do it more than anything. I'm going to keep it a buck. I want to believe he didn't do it. But overall, I believe he didn't. Because my thing is, why do he got to do that? But I said that before, and it bit me in the ass. I've said that about people. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh, damn. So it's like, anything is possible. But we just got to start thinking a little more and stop letting our urges get the better of us. Because this ain't no young man that's in the prime of his life and his hormones just running wild. Shannon Sharpe pushing 60, if I'm not mistaken. If we being real. I don't know his age off the top of my head, but I know he either pushing 60 or he might already be 60. I mean, what is it? What is it where we got this thing where we want and want and want? I'm a man. I have urges, I have cravings, and I love pussy. But I'm not putting that shit on the line for this and that, and I want this one, and she a tight body, and big booty. I'm not doing all that over no ass. It ain't that deep. I done had plenty in my day. We have urges and we want things, and first of all, I ain't taking shit. So we're not even on that level. Any man that's taking anything from a woman, and we know we talking about that R word again, that's just there's no nonsense. Anybody that do that should be under the jail. But I'm talking about being so thirsty when you calling, we using Shannon as an example. I'm not saying this happened, but you calling up, you making a phone call or a text or whatever, a tweet, whatever it was, asking the woman to come. She used the word bed. Now, I ain't going to say that verbatim, but from what I read the thing, and I skimmed it, and I summarized the main details. Pretty much begging her to come and chill with you at your mansion. That's not something you should have to beg. She should be at your beck and call as far as she, like, damn, Shannon, can I come chill with you? And vice versa for regular men out here. Regular men out here. You shouldn't have to be hitting no woman. Trust me, if a woman like you, she's going to show you. Now, you got women that play hard to get. That's a thing, obviously. There's women that, you know, every action has a reaction. I'm going to see how he is. Obviously, I mean, that just goes with the game. But overall, shouldn't no man be begging or asking no woman, in his case, to come chill with me in my multi-million-dollar crib? I mean, that don't even sound right. It's just, there's a lot of parts of this story that don't sit well with me. But overall, I don't think he did it. And the main reason why, because I don't want to believe he did it. There's nothing in my mind saying Shannon is not capable of this. That's not why I don't think so. I don't think so, because I know how some women are, not all women. Because it takes a certain type of woman to push those allegations on anybody. But I know how some women is, and then I just know I wouldn't want to think that he would have to do that. I wouldn't want to think that he would have to stoop to that level to take something from somebody. That is crazy. I think he a nasty motherfucker. I think he a freak. All those things. We heard the IG thing. I mean, it is what it is. But there's no crime against being a freak. There's no crime against being nasty. There's no crime against having consensual sex. All those things are natural, and it is what it is. But if this is true, what you did, what she's saying you did, bro, you on the low of the low. You on the low of the low, and it's crazy. This is more a message out to my regular everyday man. Because this happened to him. It can happen to anybody. Tread lightly. Tread lightly, gentlemen. Really, tread lightly, because I'm seeing it more. I'm seeing the turn with the men as far as not taking shit and letting women know what it is. Cool. Good job. And there's no bashing women thing. I'm just speaking to my men on this. I'm just keeping it real. But what I'm not seeing is the growth as far as y'all still got that weakness for that thing between their legs. And that shouldn't be about shit. And this is me talking. I love it. I love pussy. I love getting my dick sucked. Y'all know I keep it real. But I'm not I don't indulge in lowering myself just for it, or begging, or doing this and doing that. It's going to come, and you take it how you get it, and you watch who you lay in the bed with, because there's plenty more of those out here. You don't gotta be so thirsty, especially my young men. Y'all going through it. Y'all teenage, the early 20 guys, I get it. I've been there before. It's like a ticking time bomb going off inside you. I understand. But you gotta have some type of motherfucking discipline. Because you got your whole life ahead of you, and it's gonna be right there. We'll see how this Shannon thing go. Tap that bell so y'all can see my videos come out. Comment on this one. Y'all think I'm out of line? Y'all think Shannon did do it? Didn't he do it? Y'all believe the woman? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who to believe. My heart of hearts saying he didn't do this, but it's more because I don't want to believe he did it. If I'm being honest. I see y'all in the next one. I'm out.